What's going on, guys? So today we're gonna make tartar sauce. This isn't your normal tartar sauce, okay? This isn't that weird coingly thing you get at Arthur's Treacher's or something like that. This is mayo, fresh cornichons, whole grain mustard. It's gonna be fabulous. This is gonna be a tartar sauce to talk about. What do we do first? This is gonna be the best tartar sauce you ever had. We're gonna start with some mayonnaise in the bowl. You're gonna chop up the dill, nice and fine. I'm gonna do that. Okay, so nice and fine. We're gonna add diced onions. Now, if you don't like onions or you find raw onion too strong, you can saute these off in a little bit of olive oil to mild it out, or you could rinse it in ice cold water. I want the abrasiveness to cut through, so we're gonna add that. We're gonna also add about a tablespoon of whole grain mustard, right? Maybe a tablespoon and a half. We're gonna season this with salt and pepper. Right, you want your aioli to be good. And as we showed you before, you want to hold it firmly and get all the zest in the microplane and none left on the fruit, right? Get all the zest in the microplane. Perfect. Now this is going to provide a nice floral citrus element to our tartar sauce. And then we're gonna put segments of lemon, not the juice. So that way there's little bursts of acidity as you're eating it. It's staying interesting. All that's gonna go right in here. We're gonna finish up these little cornichons, the French pickles. And the reason I like using these is because they're highly acidic. There's a lot of vinegar in them. So it really cuts out the fattiness and the richness of the mayo. And also, this is gonna be used for fish and chips. So it'll cut out some of the fattiness of that and make it feel more refreshing. So, I'm gonna finish dicing this up. This is gonna go right in here. And then we're gonna show you how to segment a lemon. Brian, why don't you take this confit garlic? This is the stuff we cook down low and slow in olive oil. It's now super soft, as you can see. It literally could just mush with a little bit of pressure. Why don't you take all that, let's chop it up nice and fine. Okay. Right, so we're gonna top, we're gonna tail it, and then we're gonna go down around the sides, right? Now, if you don't have great knife skills or you think this is too posh, you could absolutely juice a lemon.
Or your knife skills are pretty similar to my own.
Where you need a little bit more work, but basically, this is gonna make it exciting that as you're eating it, you're gonna get these little bursts of acidity randomly and a nice refreshing little bit of citrus. So now you have a nice cleaned citrus fruit. Let's get rid of this.
Okay, so this is all diced up.
That's all done. All right, fold that into the mix. And we're gonna take this, and what you wanna do is you wanna get these segments out, all right? So you're gonna go with the knife on one side of the cell and then the other, and then you're just gonna pop it out. And we're gonna go around. Now you're cutting towards your hand, so if you don't feel comfortable with that, don't do that. You can set it down. I don't like that. I like having control and just gently. Sometimes if this knife is too big, use a paring knife. Or like I said, if you don't wanna do this, you don't have to. And we'll take out all the seeds and we'll dice this up. And then we're gonna just cut these down into little segments. And we're gonna take this, we're gonna add it in here. So this is the technique in order to make it easier to cut chives. You're gonna take a paper towel and you're gonna fold it up on itself. You're gonna add it to some water, right? Get it nice and wet. Get rid of all the excess. Let it soak through. Lay that down on your cutting board. You're gonna take the chives, which are all over the place, right? You're gonna bunch them up and then just roll this out. Okay? Now, we gotta get rid of the excess water. We're gonna get rid of these dirty, like, bruised tips. And now, as you're cutting, right, here we go. As you're cutting, you're literally gonna just be able to get the perfect thin slice, right? Of fine sliced chives. You don't need to like regroup or anything. It's all there, held at the base by a little paper towel. And I learned this trick by watching Chef Eric prepare. So thanks, Chef Eric, if you're watching this. And we got beautiful sliced chives. See that? Bam. I'm gonna go right in here with it. And then if you want to cut some more chives, right, you can get rid of these because this is kind of the bruised end, or you could tighten it up, use the rest of it. Cut it down here. Don't really want to waste anything if we don't have to, but that's all nasty from the store. We're gonna take some more, line them up, use the same paper towel, bunch this up at the end, get rid of the bruised, dirty ends, any gnarly looking chives you can cut off, and whoop, back to it. Just like that. You could blow through a bunch of chives, get everything done that you need to get done, and have perfect chives every single time. You want to make sure that you're kind of rocking your knife and you're not bruising the light green herbs as you go along. Done. Get rid of that, and that'll go right into here. So, for the tartar sauce, we're just going to mix all these amazing ingredients. There's going to be texture of the whole grain mustard seed, which is going to pop like little caviars. You're going to get the bursts of the citrus segments. You're going to get the vinegar, little crunch of the cornichons, the astringent onion, and this is just going to be absolutely incredible. You're never going to have tartar sauce like this anywhere else. It takes a little bit more time and effort, but you got dill, chives, everything you want. And there we go. All right, dude, let's get a little taste on this.
That's delicious.
It's got a little crunch from the veg. As it sits, as it marries overnight, it's gonna get even more intense. You could probably keep this for like a week, maybe two, as long as you don't double dip. As you can see, no double dips.
We know the rules. No double dipping.
I guess you liked it though.
It is good, man.
All right.
Like you said, it does pop a little with
got
vegetables
texture
in there. It's got texture.
All right. That's tartar sauce, my peeps.